Hello, my peeps, and welcome to another Power Packed Phillips podcast. The EOC will be here shortly. Make sure you push it to win it. Something like that. I don't know. I don't get out often. All right, take a moment to take a gander look at your MSAs for today. Alrighty, today's podcast is going to be lesson 10.4, part 2. And we're going to talk about vertex form with parabolas. Now, I could teach you doing parabolas with vertex form a different way. But if I taught you a different way, you would probably do this. So no need to scream. How about we just work these problems using FOIL? Does that sound like a plan?
Yes!
Alrighty then, so here we go. If you would, please copy down the equation y equals negative, parentheses, x plus 2 parentheses squared, exponent of 2, plus 3. Okay. I'm going to ignore the fact that the Chicago Cubs haven't won the World Series since 1908. And if you try reminding me of that fact, I'm going to ignore it. Just like you are going to ignore the negative sign because it's trying to troll you. So let's ignore that troll. Nice troll. Thanks, Block 5, or Block 6 if it's an even day. We're going to ignore the negative sign, and we're going to write x plus 2 two times because of this exponent of 2. So we're going to write it 1 2 times because of the exponent of 2. After we write it 2 times, we are going to FOIL. Disturbing. So we'll do x times x. That gives us x squared. X times 2 gives us plus 2x. 2 times x gives us plus 2x. 2 times 2 gives us plus 4. Now remember, that troll that we were ignoring earlier? Yeah, well, the troll's back. So we're going to bring that negative sign that was trolling us, bring the negative sign back, and flip all of these signs. Bring the negative sign, this one, pay attention, bring that negative sign back, and flip all of the signs. Kind of like the Chicago Cubs World Series 1908. That's a trophy they've won since then. So I flip all the signs. This was positive, it's negative. This was positive, it's negative. This was positive, it's negative. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring down the plus 3 from the original problem. So remember, here was our original problem. Right here. Focus like a laser beam. We're going to bring that plus 3 down to our problem that we have now. So we had negative x squared minus 4x minus 4, and we're going to bring that original plus 3 in. Notice these are both stars. We can combine them like terms. When we combine these, we get negative 1. Now we will graph this parabola. In order to graph this parabola, we have to label our A, B, C. A is going to be -1, B is going to be -4, C is going to be -1. And before I even graph the parabola, I know it's going to open down a frown because this is negative. So B is -4. So take out B, plug and chug, put in -4. What? Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. 2 negatives in a row become a positive. You're so smart. Take out the A, put in -1. I get 4 over -2. When I simplify that, that gives me -2. We know that x is going to be -2 for our vertex. Now, put in -2 anytime we see x. So I'm going to take that out, and I will put in -2. I'm going to take that out, put in -2. B, R, B. Now we've plugged in, let's jug. -2 times -2 gives you +4. I'm going to rewrite my problem. If I have multiplication twice, I go from left to right. -1 times 4 is going to give me -4. -4 times -2 is going to give me +8. Now, I will go from left to right if I have adding and subtracting in the same problem. That will give me +4. When I subtract 1 from +4, that's going to give me +3. So we will say that y is +3. Now, we know our vertex is at -2, 3. Ready for a brain break? Ooh, Star Wars, very nice. Someone's getting jiggy with it. I don't think Lord Vader is going to be too pleased. What do you think? Alright, we know our vertex is at -2, 3. If you want to borrow a piece of graph paper, there's some on the podium, or you can draw it by hand in your spiral. So I'm going to go to -2, 3. I'll start at my origin, go left 2 and up 3. That makes a axis of symmetry, a line of symmetry. What? Oh, yes. Sorry. I have a new motto. Instead of stop sipping the haterade, it's start sipping the haterade. Alright, so here's our vertex. We know that it opens down. Let's plug in another number for x. So let's put in 0. If we put in 0 for x, what do we get? Ooh, you're a smarty pants. Because you know that -1 times 0 is going to give you 0. -4 times 0 is going to give you 0. And you're left with y equals -1. Ooh, let's see. Reveal what's behind door number 2. Ding, 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 ding. You're so smart. So let's graph. Ooh, bad idea, Mr. Phillips. Let's graph the ordered pair 0, -1. Start at your origin, freeze, go down 1. Axis of symmetry, mirror reflection, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, let's graph one more ordered pair. Bam! Let's put in 1. So I have -1 times 1 squared. And I have -4 times 1. 1 squared, 1 times 1. You're so smart. I'm going to rewrite the rest of my problem. Wish the Cubs were that smart. Now, Since I have multiplication twice, I'll go from left to right. This will give me -1. This will give me -4. And then I copy the rest of the problem. Now go from left to right. That gives me -5. Ooh, and I think I'm almost out of time. That gives me -6. So let's wrap this up. Bam! It's kind of like the Bulls are going to do the Heat, baby. Stop sipping the haterade. 1 down 6. Mirror image reflection would be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bada bing, bada boom. There is your graph. Thanks for watching. Doubles.